something that you can take home and practice every day. I do it every second of my life. I recite our Father's Prayer 25 to 30 times a day. Because sometimes I hate praying selfish prayers. Lord, bless me to get this deal. Lord, bless me to get this job. Lord, I'm meeting with these people today. Lord, I just need. Well, so regardless of religion, I'm talking about being a better person. I walked in the National Football League in 1995, 1996. And I'll never forget, I had to listen to a man tell me who I was that never met me. I had to sit next to my grandmother, rest in peace, and I heard a man say, I work with the man now, but I heard a man tell me that, and had never met me, he will never make it in the National Football League. He is too small, he is too short, and there's no way he can survive in the National Football League. And I looked at my grandma and I looked at my mom, I said, Mama, he's never met me. How can he determine that? Mama told me a long time ago, be careful to put your trust in man. Then I met that guy. And I said, you know who I am? He said, yeah, I know who you are. I said, you sure you know who I am? Because it seems you're just speaking about what you think you know. My greatest motivation, if you went on my wall, in my room, on every wall in my room, is everything that every person bad has ever said about me. It's always been my motivation. Because I have the chance to do something that the world does not give us a lot. I get to do it while you're watching me. My haters, the people who say what I can't do, they got to sit in front of a television and watch me do what I do.
Yeah!
That's why I'm telling you something. My baby boy just said, you gonna do the dance tonight. I try to do it sometimes, but I stay away from it. Because that's a warrior mentality. Because when I came out and I did that dance, the switch is on. And if I give you one secret, if a giant is sleeping, let him sleep. don't ever wake up a sleeping giant. And that's what started to happen. I started to wake myself up to realize in 1999, 2000, 2001, I said, you know what? Football will one day leave. I will one day be done with football. So that's why I stopped training for football. I started training for a lifestyle. That's why there's nothing I have not entertained. There's no sport. There's no exercise that I have not entertained. How many people in this room believe in muscle confusion? Raise your hands. Muscle confusion, right? A lot of people in fitness believe in muscle confusion. But I believe longevity in life is found in muscle endurance. That's the difference. No disrespect to nobody who has a CrossFit program. It's great for a short amount of time. I can shred you real quick. But I can promise you 20, 30 years down the road, them joints gonna hurt from that. That's why some of the most consistent workouts, running, cycling, swimming, yoga, since the beginning of the time. Why? Because you can do it repetitive. You can become consistent in it. I cycle so much right now. And you know one thing I learned about cycling? It's never about the pedal that I'm putting down. It's about the next one. And it's about the next one. And it's about the next one. Because it's consistency. So in 18-year-olds, I got it about 2006, 2007, getting off my 9th, 10th year, you hear people say, well, you know, he may be losing a step. He may be losing a step. Once again, I love to hear my haters talk. And I'm saying to myself, from the outside, you're saying I'm losing a step, but the person that's competing against me, he can't sleep at night. He got a lot of things on his mind. When he get on that plane and know he coming to Baltimore, or if I'm on a plane, know I'm coming to a city, I got one thing on my mind. Who in front of me? I don't even worry about the scoreboard. The scoreboard is irrelevant. Somebody's designed to block me. Man, that's humanly impossible. I lost. I think the thing that really kept me getting back up is because I lost so many times. Man, I lost so many times. I lost early too. I lost so many times. And I kept saying every time I would lose, I would wonder that when people would beat me, they wouldn't even race me again for about 2 years. They wouldn't wrestle me for about 5 years. And so people would run away from competition. But I used to like losing when I was younger. Because when I was losing, I was learning something. And that's what I'm trying to teach us about the body, about fitness, about really understanding who we are as human beings. We have a duty to take care of this. This is the only thing you got that I promise you money can't bring you back from. No matter how much you ever make in life. That's why they say the saddest thing in this world, the hardest thing in this world is for a rich man to get into, is to get into heaven. Because his mind is on his money. And your mind should be on your body. Because that's where your money is. And more importantly, that's where your peace is. Man, every second, I don't put nothing in this. D. Ryan has somebody, the founder of this. Give her applause for Dylan, where he was at. This is one of the greatest shows I've been connected to. And he saw me yesterday coming in the airport, and I'm not supposed to meet nobody like this, but I'm coming in the airport, and I eat so clean, I promise I eat clean. And I ate some ravioli on the plane yesterday, and it tore up my stomach so bad. I met Dylan like this. I was like, man, how you doing? I said, I gotta go to my room. I said, I'll see you tomorrow. And you know what ended up happening? I figured out I disturbed my system. I disturbed what this looked like. I disturbed what this feels like. Take a car. You don't change the oil in the car, it ain't moving too often. You want to change the gas in your car to a different gas, you got to get rid of every inch of gas that you got in that tank before you replace it with new gas. The body is the exact same way. We're piling foods and toxins on top of each other. And we never go through cleanses. I'm cleansing myself day in and day out because I want my mind clear enough to see when the opportunity comes that I can possibly save somebody's life. The greatest thing you can hear, and everybody in this audience know the people who walked up to me and simply told me I changed their life. Do we understand how serious that is? When you can change a person's life. When a young kid can look at you and say, you're my hero because of the lifestyle you live. We don't have a choice, even when we think we have a choice. The choice is simple now. I lost 5 matriarchs in the last 4 years. I lost 5 to bad eating and lack of education about the body. And one of the saddest things, my grandmother, she was on the hospital bed, and she's laying there, and she said to me, I'm not dying until you win the Super Bowl again. And I said, you gonna stay around that long? Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and win. And I'm sitting there, and I'm whispering in her ear, all the money in the world I got, I can't bring you back. I can't change the engine again. I can't give you no new liver. I can't change your kidney system. I can't do none of that, no matter how much money I got. I couldn't touch my grandma. I couldn't write a check and say, here, cure this. I couldn't. So the only chances that we really got in life, it's not about a game. A game for me, I just used it. That's what God says it's for. I'll give you a platform in the presence of your enemies. And it's what you do with that platform. And everybody in this room, this day, can have a real change in somebody's life by the way you live your own life. It ain't about changing everybody else. Ain't about trying to change the world. Let's change the world one person at a time. With yourself. Kids, ain't no, look, my kids know I don't play. Daddy cool. That's a couple things I don't play with. Don't indulge in things and abuse things just because you can. Don't have a pantry full of sweets and indulge in sweets all night long. I mean, I had my middle son, he drinking strawberry milkshakes 12 o'clock at night. But he talking about he want ass. It don't ask. It don't ask. And then his little brother pulled up his ass. He's like, he got a washable. Well, let me wash my clothes on your ass. You know? So what's starting to happen is, when I got out of the game, I always said I would never go back. I always said I would never slow down while I was in the game. Because I was that pissed off. Oh my gosh, if you knew what competition did to me, still to this day, but I compete with myself now. So I don't gotta compete with nobody else. I was looking at other men who had 2 legs just like I had, and I'm looking at them saying, man, ain't no way you can beat me. I'm watching you. I'm texting half of them because I became a father figure to a lot of them. So I'm texting them. Some of them tell me they're coming from Popeye's shit. Some of them tell me they're coming from Wendy's and McDonald's. And I'm laying in the bed with fish, broccoli, ginger tea, and I'm sitting there saying, how the hell you gonna beat me? You finna play against me in 10 hours. Ain't no way you gonna have fuel in the 4th quarter to beat me. How? But when you think about why I changed the game, I didn't change the game for the game, because the game's still going. I changed the game because I wanted to be healthy when the game was done. Man, I done had so many car wrecks. Last time I checked, I had, oh my gosh, I promise you, I had over about 2,800 car wrecks. Because every time you tax somebody, that's a car wreck. Well, there's nobody fool me. Y'all looking from the TV side like, ooh, he'll beat. That hurt. That hurt. Every time I hit somebody, it hurt. And then once it started to hurt, started to pop elbows and started to blow out shoulders. In 2005, I popped my hamstring from the bone. And I'm starting to realize, why? Did I do something wrong? Am I in the wrong? Is my aura bad? Like what changed? And then I started to realize every surgery, I don't care who's going through whatever surgery I've ever been through, there's not one mistake ever made. God don't make too many mistakes. He's never made one mistake. But there's a window of 6 months most of the time. The first time I tore my shoulder, tore my labrum and everything from the bone, I had 6 months to recover and isolate my mind for 6 months. How many people in here for 6 months can put down your phone, can put down technology, can disappear from the world, program everybody else that's around you that if you're who you really are, you got to put the right people around you to make sure when you're going through recovery, you're actually recovering. So when I came out of surgeries, man, I've never been so strong in my life. Because I started to understand why sometimes when the body breaks down, that's why we go back to muscle endurance. People deal with muscle confusion, I deal with muscle endurance. 2001, as soon as I popped my freaking thumb, I broke my thumb in the game, I went off and I haven't done it since. So this is for everybody. I haven't squatted since 1995, last time I left college. That's the last time I put weight on my back. Some people can't get away with that. You know why? Because coaches like to put that up on their board. But I had to have a conversation with my weight training coach and say, you want me to chase people down, or you want me to go into the bodybuilding business? That's the choice you make. So I never put weight back on my back anymore. So I went to sand. And so I started training in the sand. Less resistance, no pounding. Every step you hit is pure resistance. But every time you come up, you got to be ready to go. So now when I'm training, I'm in the freaking sand. I'm running 30 and 40 miles in the sand. Sun up to sundown sometimes. I'm calling people to pick me up because I'm too far from home. I can't get home this time. I did that many times too. But that's what started to happen when I started to understand why endurance was so important for the body. Longevity for the body. If you can take care of the body when you're younger, the body will take care of you when you get older. That's the formula to the body. That's the formula to life. Whatever you put in the body, that's what the body's going to put out. That's why a lot of young kids in sports today are only around for a short time. Because it's different now. And so it's going to take a special young kid, a special ones with the eye of the tiger in their eye to do what I did years ago. I saw what the majority of the people was doing, and I did the opposite. I stopped drinking in 2001. I ain't been to a club in over 17 years. I don't party.
Yeah!
None of it.
Yeah!
I had stuff on my mind. I had stuff I really wanted to do. Now, I have occasion I have a glass of wine over food, if I do that. But it's what I don't like to feel like. It's a new step in life now. Pay attention. This is why I think I came here today. This is why I think I came here today. You know? We can't not voice what's really going on. We losing. We losing in America. We losing. Too many cancers are bothering us now. Too many random diseases is coming up on us, man. Please, if you don't do nothing else for your life, if you don't do nothing else for your children, be the example that you can live and eat right. Be the example that you don't have to hang out all the time tonight. Be the example that you know what, every time you see me, I'm going to be better than you saw me the last time.
Yes.
That's the only reason I get up every day in my life. And now, I figured out one of the greatest secrets ever. I never knew yoga was so successful. I never knew why yoga was like, I got into it about 3 years before my career was over. But you know what I found out now? Meditating the mind and what the mind can do to the freaking body is amazing.
Yeah!
That's what we are. I don't care about Braun no more. Listen, this is for all athletes. When you're playing the game, play the game for you. And I promise you your teammates will follow you. Because leaders, before they become leaders, they're servants. That's what leaders are. You can't lead without serving. And until you serve yourself, you'll never understand what leading means. Because many people are going to give up on you along the way. Many people are going to tell you what you can do and what you can't do along the way. Many things going to be in the way to slow you down from what you're ultimately trying to do. And when you make up your mind to go get it done, man, ain't a devil in hell that can slow you down. It's facts. It's facts. The only reason this many people come together, let's just be honest. The only reason this many people come together nowadays, well, you probably get a concert every now and then. But I'm talking about, when do we actually share enough education with each other that when you pass by somebody, you share knowledge? Knowledge is to be gained, then passed, not to be kept. Yes. If every smart man kept all the knowledge he had, we wouldn't be worth nothing. I tell young kids nowadays, I tell my kids the most, be careful with social media. Great tool to get anything you want to get done. But I asked my daughter this the other day, if you spent more time on your body than you spent on social media, you can do anything you want to do in life. It's me. Social media to me, oh, I love saying things that I believe. Social media to me is the devil's playhouse. We've given him an opportunity at too many pure people. We've given them a voice that once didn't have a voice. So now our voice got to be the way I walk. My voice got to be the way I talk. My voice got to be how my posture stands up high. And not because of what I'm trying to do, because of what I'm doing. That's why we're here, D. That's why we're here today. Because somebody got to walk out here and change person today. Not because of me, but in spite of me. What's your name? Say it. Julian. How old are you? 11? You play football? You play sport? What you play? Okay. You love it? Why you love it? Cause it's fun. Yeah, you can tell you a child. Yeah, it's fun to you. Leave you with this. How old are you? 11? 1985, 10 years old. Went to my room one time, raised in a very domestic violent home. Stepfather beat me and my mama real bad that night. Couldn't find no peace. Couldn't rest. I go to my room because I had to live in the garage. Couldn't live in the same house with my testosterone. He told me I couldn't stay in the same house with my family. I went to the garage one night. I picked up a deck of cards. I went up under my bed, I'm crying, I'm bleeding, I'm going through it, everything. I ain't got nobody to call. I took a deck of cards, I flipped them over, I done 6 push-ups. I took a jack, queen, king, I done 10. I flipped the ace, I done 25. I flipped the joker over, I done 50. I still carry those deck of cards, Julie. And I'm 39 now. I never got away from recognizing what pain feels like. I made up in my mind that no pain lasts always. Man, I went through those deck cards. I started doing push-ups. I came back.